And we are just asking folks to join us in this endeavor and at the same time giving you a point of entry. And so, yeah, I want to talk a little bit more about like what the group is about. But before I do that, would you all like to introduce yourselves? Maybe name, pronouns, channel name?
Yeah, I'll go first. My name is Anusha. I'm a black woman with an afro and shiny makeup, and I'm wearing a floral dress. And my channel name is Anusha LDN, so Anusha London. And yeah, I'm a singer, a vlogger, and I guess, a public commentator among all things. And yeah, that is me. That is me.
Thank you for that image description as well. Young Dottie the Psychic.
It's like just for a moment I forgot who I was. It's been a long time since I locked up that good. I tell you what, I am apparently neurodivergent. Some people suffer from madness. I choose to enjoy mine. Hi, I'm Dottie the Psychic, fortune teller professional. Messing up my own tagline. I'm just gonna back that up. But I am a professional psychic. I have two YouTube channels. I have one that is more for like my clients, where I describe basically things like how to avoid getting scammed by psychics is one of my favorite ones. I did one on how to do basic divination, some of the things to watch out for. And then I have one that's more for my community, the more pagan psychic metaphysical professional community. And that's actually how Lady Miss, I will get that wrong every single time. Lady Miss Vagina Jenkins and I met was through Madame Tortuga's Lounge, which is where I'm streaming now, and I got it figured out. That's why I was making faces in the camera. I'm like,
yeah, I did see, and I was like, I love how I can I know because neurodivergents are all together, and yeah, I was like, yeah, I see you.
I tell you what, I could never be a fake person. I just cannot keep a straight face.
No, Stephanie, you need to keep a straight face at this point. Like,
nothing straight about me, including my face.
Period.
I feel that. Anything else you'd like to add intro-wise, Dottie? I just want to make sure I wasn't cutting you off.
Oh, I'm a they, them. Very neurodivergent, and wow, I have a tagline for this. That is really cool. Non-binary, mentally ill, neurodivergent, polypan, pagan Pisces. That's what I am.
Yeah.
And that's what I sell. So you can get your reading from DOTTIE, thepsychic.com.
Love it.
Period.
It's giving very AKAs. I don't know if we don't have those in England, but you know when they say AKA, AKA, it's giving that.
Right. So yeah, by way of intro, again, I am the Lady Miss Vagina Jenkins, pronouns they, them. My channel on YouTube is Vagina Jenkins, and it's mainly art and astrology content. I'll probably separate those things out once I get to a certain, subscriber threshold. But yeah, that is me. I am a light-skinned, monoracial Black person wearing a denim jumpsuit, turquoise necklace, hair coiffed to the side. So yeah. That is just our little brief intro. I also wanted to talk more specifically about the group. So yes, I talked about the fact that we're each trying to build up our YouTube channels and that we are trying to be in community with each other as we do so. And basically we just came together from the idea that what does support look like and what does community building and connection look like? And so that's something that we've just been sort of immersed in and wanting to share with other folks. And so as a point of entry, we're doing a challenge, and we'll probably do these quarterly or so. But yeah, the challenge is to hashtag cultivate community. So what would it look like if you made content around the idea of hashtag cultivating community? For example, maybe you're a tarot diviner. What is the card that symbolizes community to you? For me, as an astrologer, I think about the 11th house. Maybe as a singer-songwriter, you want to write a song about what community means to you. Or as a performance poet, maybe you want to talk about the spoken word community in your area. But yeah, making some content built on the idea of cultivating community and hashtagging it cultivating community so that we can start some cross network connections. Whether you decide to join the group or not, I would just love to see what kind of content that you make along the idea of cultivating community. So that is my challenge to you. And as an added bonus, if you would like to join our group, it's a small, like I said, it's a small but mighty group, but we are working together. We're offering support to each other. It looks all kinds of different ways. But yeah, if you would like to join our group, definitely comment below and let us know that you are interested in joining the group and being a part of it. Basically, I would call it maybe a 2 hour-ish max monthly commitment. We meet like every 6 weeks for an hour via video chat. Support can look all kinds of different ways, and sometimes that's, hey, I'm making a comment on your video because I see it and you're in community with each other.
Yeah.
Or it can look like just venting and talking about your experience on the Discord. So, your commitment sort of varies according to your capacity. So yeah, if you're interested in joining our group, definitely comment below. I want to cultivate community. We'll be sure to get back to you within, a 2-week time frame and get you added to the Discord. And yeah, let's build some community together. While we're all together, I wanted to check in with y'all. Like, if you were going to sell your particular channel to someone, like what would you say about like what it is you do on your channel, what makes you unique, and how do you want to cultivate community for your specific channel? What does that look like? Yeah.
Dot, you want to go?
This is actually why I ended up splitting my channel, because originally it was all just Dottie the Psychic. Try to keep it simple, very, very brand, very market, very ADHD friendly. When you got everything one name, you don't have to remember 50 different names. But I have always had this idea of what I call shameless self-promotion, which is kind of like this, except it's just like one-on-one. Like I said earlier, that's how me and Lady Miss met. English hard, running out of direction. But I ended up having to split the channel because I wanted to do more community building, more not just advanced practitioners, but also just people living their lives rather than an instructional videos that I was putting on my main channel. Because I love my main channel. I put like a lot of, the 101 don't get yourself possessed or robbed content on Dottie the Psychic for like my clients and things, but also to actually connect with other, metaphysical professionals. And it's kind of interesting to get out of just the metaphysical professionals and actually just other women professionals.
Yeah.
So
it must like introduce you to other like a wider range of people, like not just like one set of people. It's like, wow, there's so many people that can come together.
And what channel is this? Which one is this that's more community?
The community one is Madame Tortuga's Lounge.
Okay.
And it was a podcast. It was on Spotify last week. I don't know. Like I got to go figure out my energies, folks. Sometimes we all do. Sometimes we got to go I need to meet myself and I have a sit down chit chat and figure out what's going on there. But it is Madame Tortuga's Lounge, and I this is one of those things I'll always go back to because I have met so many wonderful people that I mean, it's part of the reason that I love doing this was connecting to other people. I've done a lot of practical connecting to people through things like this because everything's kind of like a shot in the dark. And this is my one piece of advice. If you want to help build a community, if you want to be part of the community, be the brave one. Fortune favors the bold. Like I reached out. I'm always on the prowl almost for people to join me for shameless self-promotion. I am trying to bring it more local to my area right now because we have several new shops, and you know, at every new shop, if y'all can't tell, I know the other two ladies have introduced themselves, also described themselves, but I'm a white girl from West Virginia, and I'm a pagan. So whenever a pagan shop kind of opens up, you get this reaction from the community. There are people who will love it. There are people who will come quietly to you to tell you about all the freaky things going on in their house, all the things going bump in the night. But you also have a certain level of stupid, just dumb. And like that stupid or dumb can go from, well, I just don't understand and I think y'all are weird, to picketing outside your shop.
Yeah, there you go. I can imagine.
I actually haven't seen a whole lot of picketing outside shop. I take that back. But we did have one shop in Logan County that got driven out. The behavior of the locals got bad enough that they had to shut down, and I do think that they actually moved away from that area.
Oh.
So that's kind of like, there's a certain protection from the community and making friends. I don't know why that all came up, but there you go.
No, I hear that. It's nice to hear. It's always nice to hear, especially because, like, you know, from a British point of view, like, it's nice to have like a whole new environment to learn about. You know, not just like, especially because British people think that we are the center of the universe, so it's very much like, oh wow, America, that's a place.
I know I'm the center of the universe. It's just the rest of the world's completely off kilter.
Period. There you go.
Anusha, I want to get your answer to the question too, but before I do that, I want to shout out to Storied Soundscapes, at Storied Soundscapes on YouTube. They stopped by the live. Thank you so much for doing so. And yeah, shout out to them. They do custom sound design for all types of theatrical and animated productions, and they do custom soundscapes for spiritual purposes. So definitely shout out to them. Look into their channel if that is something that you are interested in.
Hit me up. I would love to do a crossover. I am always looking to do like multi-people projects.
They're really cool. They're really cool. I mess with them heavily. So yeah. Shout out to them.
I have ideas already. Like, my mind is whirling. I'm like, wow, that's so cool. I love anything to do with animation. So that's like that's bag.
But yeah, Anusha, what is your channel about? How can, if you were going to sell your channel and the idea of your channel to people, what would that look like? And how can people support you? What does support look like for your channel?
So I started my channel really as, I start everything as a diary to myself. And I think where I started my channel a couple of years ago was at the height of lockdown. Things were, you know, not going well. Obviously, it was just lockdown, and there was this feeling of uncertainty and what have you. And I kind of felt, I would say, cheated, because I think my mindset has changed. Because mind you, I was 21, but my mindset has changed because I was very much like, I sort of lost out, and I wanted to, you know, be in venues and singing and whatever. So it kind of was just a place to vent and place to sort of talk. But then what kind of happened in the future is that I started to learn, and I started to understand theory, and I started to understand just the way, like, sociology things, the ways the world works. So it then just kind of became a place for me to talk about feelings, talk about music. It was like a private vlog, private diary. And then it's kind of evolved into, oh, I'm going to talk about the way the music industry treats Black people. I'm going to talk about the way that music has evolved. I'm going to talk about funny things, because I know a lot about musicians, and you know, I like to share my knowledge about really ridiculous things. So that's where it started, and that's what that YouTube channel was. And then I thought, you know what, let me be brave and just start releasing music there. So that's what I also do. I release music, and I thought, yeah, there's music, and here are the music things. So it's a combination of feelings, thoughts, and like creativity, and that's kind of what I do with the channel as a whole. I think especially because there's a lot of misconceptions about the music industry. And a lot of it is demystifying the misconceptions of what it is to be a musician and what it is to be a poor musician. Because that I think that angle is really not covered, because what you see online is, yes, I was poor, I had daddy's money, but then I released a single and whatever, and it's like I wanted to make a YouTube channel, no matter how big or small, to be like, yeah, that's a lie. You cannot trick me. I know how this works.
Yeah.
So that was kind of my secret goal of like, I wanted to really just demystify a lot of ideas of what music is. And in terms of support, honestly, just leaving like a comment or a like is enough for me, and subscribe, because it is nice to get feedback, especially as a musician. It feels raw and like you're putting yourself out there. So if you ever just want to tell me like, hey, I really dig this, or actually I think I want to hear you sing a song like this, then I'll do it.
You take requests?
I take requests. I will learn. I am a nano.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, I'll sing I will sing whatever. I have just been listening to, was Audrey McDonald, and she's a classical singer. Oh, she's amazing. Oh, she's so much fun. And I was like, I had an idea of what I wanted to do, like a classical version of songs, and do like there's like a night with whoever, those type of things. I kind of wanted to do a live of doing that in the future. So that is going to be a lot of fun. But yeah, just leave a like and let me know. I take requests, and about
We need to get together and do a big project, like an actual, like, not just a live stream, but like a project.
That would be fun. I have ideas for that. I have so many ideas for that, because.
And this is what Cultivate Community is about. Cross-pollination.
It's about time I knock the dust off my drag outfits. My wigs are ratchet right now. I need a reason to wash them bitches. Also, drop a link to your music channel. There we go.
Yeah.
English hard, y'all. English hard. This
brain.
It's ride this train.
Sunday is not thinking day. Sunday you're allowed to just.
Thank you for the reminder to do that, Dottie.
Yes.
Oh, also sound stories.
Yes.
You're in the chat. Give us a link.
Yes. Let me know, because I wanna see that.
It's really nice. What I love about community is meeting people that I want to see excel.
Yeah.
That part. That feels super important to me. And that's why I'm always online, because that's what my life looks like. But that's why I'm constantly like liking and commenting, because yes, reciprocal support. But if I want to see you win, I just want to see you win,
Right.
I'm a bookmark girly. That's my thing. I like to bookmark everybody. I will bookmark everything. I'm like, yes, I'm saving that, liking
notifications on. Yes.
Yeah, that's
all of
me.
That.
Like.
About my channel. So yeah, I talked about, just the briefest touch on it, but yeah, it's YouTube Vagina Jenkins. And it is the things that bring me joy. And what I'll say about my channel or anything that I do on social media is I do it according to me, my energy, and my capacity. I put myself first in anything that I do. And so, yes, it's a priority for me to be consistent and release content every Wednesday on YouTube. But also what that content is according to me, my energy, my capacity, and my joy. And so my YouTube channel features astrology every Wednesday, and as I feel like sharing, my art practice. So you'll see those kinds of videos on my channel. I love talking about more complicated astrology ideas. So I think that there's an astrology influencer vibe where you're supposed to be like, this concept in 60 seconds, but that's not my vibe. It's not my joy. It does not bring me fulfillment to talk about things in a neat little capitalist consumerist way. But
what though, that's what I appreciate about your channel, is because I don't just see, and I'm not getting like the same generic astrology reading, like so many astrology channels. You go to check out these astrology channels and they're just like readings. They're like 30-second sound bits, like
I know, and I want depth.
I think especially because
it's joy to talk about this or not. Yeah,
because astrology is not just one. It's not one dimensional.
Yeah,
and it's not just your sun sign. It is not just your sun sign. Like, I didn't know. If you all get a chance to check out It's actually on my Patreon, but I may release it just as part of this project. But she actually did my astrological reading, and I learned more about how astrology really works
Yeah.
from listening to break read me like a cheap novel. But
That was a really cool section, by the way. Oh, also, they, them for me, please, and thank
they
you.
them. Sorry, they
No
them.
worries, no worries. But yeah, and in terms of how you can best support me, yes, please to, of course, subscribing to my YouTube channel, notification bell on, all of that good stuff. Leave a like and a comment. But also, if you want to share resources with me that will help me survive capitalism, you can now become a member of my channel. Membership starts at $3.99 a month. Or if you don't necessarily have that monthly commitment kind of money, you can also do a super thanks, which is basically a tip. So if you see some content of mine that you really vibe with, feel free to like leave a tip. And yeah, those are the primary ways that you can support my channel. That's what my channel's about. Also, I also see musician Nikki Click is in the comments. Shout out to them. This is queer punk pop royalty right here. Nikki Click is a musician of, okay, never, I'm not going to get into the dates just in case you don't want people to know your age, but let me just say that like when you think about people who have been contributing to the music community of queer culture for years, Nikki Click should be at the top of your pantheon. So definitely follow them. Definitely check out their YouTube channel, Nikki Click. Yeah, support their music as well.
I will, as a fellow punk person. I love it.
Right?
I love it, love it, love it.
We need to see it. Well, is there anything that y'all would add before I get to the little outro part of our session?
Y'all, we all got Patreons and bills. Help a bitch out.
Because he lives is real. Like if you don't know, it's cost of living in British. And yeah, if you want to subscribe to, I mean, I'm starting to just I'm fighting with Patreon at the moment because they keep calling me a whore and they're just taking money away from me. I'm like, I don't like that. So I'm having to like fight with them. But if you want to go to Patreon or you just want to send money, then feel free because
I have never had great luck with Patreon. Like I have only ever had like the most I've ever had on Patreon was 4 people. And I realized part of it is because Patreon is a place that you send people to, but Patreon doesn't send anybody to you. And they will actually, it almost like they'll make it more difficult. So I'm actually working on doing everything through my website.
Yeah.
So that, if I'm ready to pay them, they're actually performing. So
do you want to say your website, Dottie?
DOTTIE, thepsychic.com.
Oh, I love that. That should be a soundbite. I love that. Like,
I'm telling you what, the little sing-songy bit, people will sing that back to me. They get so many people get such joy out of it. I'm like, I just want people to spell my name right.
I know that's right.
I mean, I literally always say that if you find a Black Anusha, then it's probably me because there's very few. There are a few Black Anushas. There are many Anushas because Anusha's quite a popular name, but there's like 2 Black Anushas. If you find Black Anusha, you found me. So yeah, that's that. I guess that's my subtitle, my subheading of my channel.
I also see in the chat Cameron Voss. I think that is the drag king extraordinaire known as Cody Pendant. Shout out to them. Thank you so much for stopping by. Appreciate you, fam.
Oh my God,
Appreciate you. So yeah, just to close out the session, I will reiterate that Cultivate Community is about YouTube creators that want to bond together to support like-minded creators. We're all small creators trying to, build up our channels for various reasons. I'm trying to get to that 1,000 subscriber mark. But yeah, we're trying to do the work of connecting to people and building up our channels. And there's no reason that we should have to do that work in isolation. And so, yeah, if you would like to join us wherever you see this video, please just comment, I want to cultivate community, and we'll get you added to the Discord. definitely within 2 weeks' time. Or if you're not quite ready to join, please consider the challenge to hashtag Cultivate Community to create some sort of content here on YouTube in your specific niche that speaks to how you like to do community. I gave some examples earlier. Perhaps you're a spoken word performer and you want to write a poem about what community means to you, or perhaps you're a junk journaler and you want to do a scrapbook page about how we all come together, or perhaps you're an astrologer like me and you want to talk about the 11th house and what that means. No matter what your genre, feel free to hashtag us as you talk about community here on YouTube. Yeah, hit us up if you want to join our little Discord group. We would love to have you. We would love to connect with you. We would love to cross pollinate. Yeah, I think that that's everything that I want to say.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming through, everyone. Thanks for everybody that is on stage right now. Anusha, Dottie, thanks for having my back and doing this thing with me. All right, that's it. Hashtag Cultivate Community, and we out, y'all.
Yes,
Safe travel and much profit to you.
Hey, see you later.